Hi, everyone. This is Mrs. Smith in the library. I wanted to take a few minutes to share with you some of the updates that were made to our library catalog this summer by Follett. I'm hoping that you guys will find them exciting and will allow us to streamline some of the research we do with students. So if you do not already have our LibGuide bookmarked, you can start at the Ledyard High School homepage and click on Library right here. This will take you to our LibGuide. And on the homepage of that LibGuide, you can scroll down and see there's actually two ways now to access the library catalog. You can access the Follett Destiny here, which is what we're going to come back to. But I've also left on here the classic style of the catalog, which is something that will remain. Some of you may prefer that. But my hope is that eventually we'll all move towards accessing the catalog through what's now being called Destiny Discover. So when you click here, you're going to come to Destiny Discover. Because I am at school, it automatically knows that I'm Ledyard High School. I've also accessed this through the LibGuide, so that also makes that connection. If you try to access our catalog and are having trouble, you may need to go to gofollett.com and just tell it that we are wanting to research the Ledyard High School library. So here you would just click on this little lock button and you would tell it Connecticut, and you could type in your Ledyard High School here. Go. So here we are in Discover. In order to fully access, I'm going to log out here to show you how this works. In order to fully access the ebooks and the databases, you're going to want to log in. If you're searching in here as a guest, you're not going to have full access to the resources. So when you log in, this is a little different this year. Logging in no longer requires teachers or students to have a username or password. Instead, you'll be logging in with your Ledyard Gmail address. So again, we're not going to use this. We're going to be clicking here and logging in with your Gmail. Now, depending on what device you're on, it will either automatically recognize you or it may ask you for that email address and password that you've already set up. So students no longer need to remember separate usernames and passwords for different accounts. They can just use the one that they've created and they use to get into their Gmail and their classroom accounts. So here I can see, yes, they knew it was me. I'm on my Chromebook. So Kathleen right here. The first couple lists that come up are the new ebooks that have been cataloged and audiobooks, in case you're interested in any of those. There's a variety of ways I can search. For our purpose today, I'm going to just click in a subject search, a pretty broad one. And what this is going to do is search all the books, ebooks, audiobooks, any digital resources and databases that are related to the topic that I've just entered. So this is kind of an overview that comes up. I can see what physical books are in the library, and if I click on the book or the title, it would give me the call number and any other information I might need about it. Those are my digital resources and my databases down here. Open educational resources, which you see listed down at the bottom here. It's also in the ribbon up here, is something that Follett has partnered with the U.S. government. They are already vetted resources on the web related to the topic that you're searching. It's new to me. I'm learning about it. I provided access for you here so you could take a look. And if you'd like to give me some feedback, that would be great. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about databases right now. The databases, this is not simply going to list the databases that we have in our library. You are going to have direct access into ABC Clio, Britannica, Gale, and Newsbank. ProQuest SIRS, the issues researcher, used to be on here, but they underwent a name change this summer. And so Follett is working on relinking that database. The same with Marshall Cavendish. And for some reason, and I just called today, Modern Era isn't exactly working. But again, all of these changes just happened in the past couple of weeks. So there are a couple of kinks they are working out. For the most part, everything works beautifully. So let's just, for example, I did a very broad topic, obviously, so there are a lot of resources. Let's click on Newsbank because that's one that was newly added. I'm going to click on Show Resources. What that will now do will list for me the resources related to recycling that they found in this database. So I can cite the website, I can favorite it because I am in my account. I can click on it, and you do want to make sure that you have your pop-up blocker disabled. If the pop-up blocker is on, you are not going to be able to get access into the exact articles that you need. So you can see I do not need a separate website. I do not need a separate username or password to get into the information here. Hopefully this helps make research a little bit more streamlined for you and your students. The next thing I want to show you is the Chrome extension, which is right here on my browser. In the web store, you'll find it down here, the Destiny Discover. It is in beta form, but I love it. So let me show you how this works. I'm going to open up a new tab. I tend to Google search right from the address bar, so we'll just use recycling again. Clicking on recycling. Obviously, I'm going to get all my Google sources or Google results that have to do with recycling. Now, a lot of our students, when they go to do research, Google everything. What that extension will do when it is turned on and linked to our high school is it will search all of the high school books and ebooks related to whatever it is that I have searched in Google. I admit when I first played with this, I found it a little annoying. I was hiding it a lot. I turned it off. But then I started to realize the brilliance of this. If students have this on their computer and it is turned on, it is a constant reminder that Google is not always the best place to find answers. It is constantly reminding them to look deeper. You can see there's a direct link to the Destiny Discover page we were just on to get to those databases and more resources beyond just these books even. So that is the extension. The other thing I do want to mention is that there is an app for it on your phone. I'm not sure if it's Go File It or if it's called File It Discover when you do go to the App Store or on your Android device. You do, again, need to specify Ledyard High School. It will ask for your Gmail address to get you all logged in. They are writing an update for it right now because it is not directly linking to the databases as it should. But once that update comes out, everything that you just saw me do on this computer will also be available on a mobile device. I mentioned before about Overdrive. So if any of you do like to read ebooks, you do not need an Overdrive app. If you put that Follett app, the Discover app, on your phone, you can search for an ebook, sit in a waiting room at a doctor's office maybe, looking for something to read. You can go right in. For example, I was reading Paper Towns the other day by John Green. You can search for it, check it out, and read it right on your phone. It will keep track of where you've left off if you've checked it out. I think it's pretty neat. So if you'd like me to share any of this information with your students, if you want to share this recording, if you would like me to make another recording with your students, I am more than happy to. If you need more information, please come and see me. I'm really excited about these changes, and I hope you are too. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.